super passionate about getting more women into cycling, and a lot of it stems from what it's done for my life. Most of it stems from what it's done for my life, and now through teaching, I'm bearing witness to what it's doing for other people's lives. It truly is a life-changing sport because of its fear elements and because of how intimidating it can be. It's a sport that forces us to face fears and learn the process of how to do something rather than just writing it off because we're scared. And I think a lot of women struggle with voices in their head that bring them down, that tell them they can't do things. And mountain biking is one of those sports that when you conquer something that physically scares you, that makes you feel like you could get hurt, and you actually accomplish it and do it, that translates into so many more aspects of life. And it really shows women what they're capable of. I would love to come do some clinics in Australia. I've been introduced to a lot of people who are running different mountain bike clubs and different trail building organizations and resorts. I mean, I met a lot of them here who all expressed interest in bringing a women's clinic to their area. And I've also been hearing about a lot of really rad women in Australia who are wanting to get into coaching more. And I would love to come and help these women get into coaching by hosting an event that they can come and coach with us and kind of see how we do things. I'm just interested in spreading this good love of mountain biking as many places as I can, and Australia just seems like the perfect fit because of what I learned this weekend is how many of you are so interested in building more trails and what can we do to bring more attention to the sport in this region. I really think the reason they're doing such a good job at speaking to women is because they are women. They're not just a male-dominated company pinking it and shrinking it and making men's bikes into smaller women's bikes. They truly are designing bikes from the ground up with the female body index in mind, and they truly are a company run by women for women. So we at Liv are the consumers. So we're speaking to ourselves. So I just think that the message is very genuine and very authentic, that Liv wants to see more women on bikes. And what I gather from what I've seen at events with Liv, when they sponsor a race event, they sponsored this all-women's enduro event in the States, and they had their big Liv tent up, and it was pouring rain, and they did not care what team you rode for or what kind of bike you were on. You were totally invited under that Liv tent. They had mechanics there ready to work on their bikes, and it really showed me that this brand, they're not only about selling bikes, they're about selling the lifestyle. And that's really cool to be a part of a company that's not just shoving their product down your throat. Yeah. They're really encouraging women to come and change their lives no matter what bike it is they purchase. People here understand what mountain biking can do for you as a human in this life. Everyone here at this summit seemed to really resonate with my speech about the emotional components of what mountain biking can do for you. And I told some of the men, a lot of men came up to me and said, how do we get more women into this sport? And I said, well, first, it really helps for women to speak to women, but if you don't have women in your club yet, then don't be afraid to put it out there what mountain biking's done for you as a man emotionally. I think women don't even realize that a lot of men ride mountain bikes for emotional reasons too. Not just because they want the adrenaline or they want to be gnarly or they're super strong, manly men. It's because it literally can change their lives. I heard a lot of men say, it's my therapy, it's my peace of mind, it's my escape, it's my freedom, it's so much more than just riding a bike.